Well, what is better than 90%? How about trying 94.5%? Breaking news on this lovely Monday, November 16th morning, and we have even more progress, even more better strides happening here with the vaccine and trying to destroy this virus. We have now learned that Moderna, pharmaceutical company, has now released information and data showing that their vaccine is 94.5% effective. That actually beats Pfizer's vaccine that we just learned of last week that was 90% effective. This early data was just released today, Monday morning. We didn't even know about it over the weekend, and it now makes the second vaccine in the United States, not from another country, in the US, this is another United States American company, to have a stunningly high success rate. Dr. Anthony Fauci, the nation's top infectious disease doctor, has already reacted to this news. He had said, quote, "These are obviously very exciting results. It's just as good as it gets. 94.5% is truly outstanding." And that's Fauci, his words. Moderna, the company itself, learned of the data and the news on a Sunday afternoon call with members of the Data Safety and Monitoring Board, which is an independent panel analyzing Moderna's clinical trial data. And then that information was relayed to us, the American people, the public, investors, and we are excited. The market's reacting beautifully to this news, couldn't have been better, and the Dow is up over 400 points, about 1.5% today, on track to close at a record high. Unthinkable, inconceivable during a pandemic. S&P 500 that has already added gains and has already hit a record high, and it will likely close at that record high unless something goes south in the final hours of the market. But it's looking good. My net worth just hit this morning an all-time high. Never been higher than before. Who would have thought 2020? We can do it. American resilience. That's what it's all about. Dr. Tal Zaks, who's Moderna's chief medical officer, said, quote, "It was one of the greatest moments in my life and my career. It is absolutely amazing to be able to develop this vaccine and see the ability to prevent symptomatic disease with such high efficacy." And then Fauci himself, who had at one point said a vaccine might not be available until spring or mid-2021, we truly didn't know, of course, as the virus was wreaking havoc on this country and the world. He's now saying that vaccinations could begin in the second half of December, and vaccinations are expected to begin with high-risk groups and to be available for the rest of the population next spring. So between Moderna and Pfizer, it does look like we have a very effective vaccine, 94.5%, both very good numbers respectively. In Moderna's clinical trial, though, if you want the concrete data, 15,000 study participants were given a placebo, which is a shot of a saline that has no effect, such as just like a pill that does not necessarily have any medical benefits or effect. And so it's actually a placebo. And so over several months, 90 of them developed COVID-19, with 11 developing severe forms of the disease. And then another 15,000 participants were given the vaccine, and only 5 of them developed COVID-19. None of the 5 became severely ill. That's only 5 out of 15,000. If you're nervous about this embryonic vaccine and its early stages, don't worry. The company said that its vaccine did not have any serious side effects. A small percentage of those who received it experienced symptoms such as body aches and headaches, of course, much more mild than the effects of the virus itself and the long-term effects as well. Moderna does plan to apply to the US FDA, Food and Drug Administration, for authorization of its vaccine soon after it accumulates more safety data later this month. Fauci says that he expects the first COVID-19 vaccinations to begin, quote, towards the latter part of December rather than the early part of December. Vaccine probably won't be widespread available until 2021 and deep into it at that. And of course, just regular people like us are not going to be able to get that vaccine. We're not going to be able to get first dibs. Initially, there won't be enough vaccine for everyone. The highest priority groups, which will include healthcare workers, the elderly, and people with underlying medical conditions, they'll get the vaccine first. And according to Fauci, he said, "I think that everybody else will start to get vaccinated towards the end of April, and that will go into May, June, July. It will take a couple of months to do." So there will likely be even more positive results and data coming out for the Christmas month. So investors, get your money in now if you haven't already. Now is a fantastic time to buy into the market, as it always is. I never sold, never shot myself in the foot, always continued to buy. And now my portfolio, it did take a while. It did take some tribulations and trials, but now my portfolio is at an all-time high. So it just goes to show you to never ever back down and believe in the market. As for Moderna's stock, it was up over $100 pre-market. I checked the hours in the wee hours of the morning. It has come down since slightly, just slightly. It was as high at one point as I believe I had saw it at $106 pre-market. It was over $100 when the market opened. Now it's at $96.29, up $6.90 or 7.72% for the day. And that's a high that we haven't seen from Moderna in a very long time. Just for fun, perhaps let's say you had bought at the debate where Trump had announced that Moderna was one of the leading contributors to a vaccine. He had announced it at the debate when he was questioned about a vaccine. If you had just bought then and you had sold today, well, you would have made about 40, 45, 50% even return on your investment. More updates will be coming on the way. Will you be getting the vaccine? Let me know down below in the comments. Not all Americans are trying to get that vaccine. A lot of them are saying they're not going to get it, even if it's widely available and approved by the FDA. So would you get the vaccine? Let me know down below in the comments. This is great news. More updates are to come. If you did enjoy this video, give it a big thumbs up, smash the like button. Also go ahead and hit that big red button, the subscribe button. I post videos now every single solitary day. No exceptions, no excuses. Videos every single day on this channel. This is your one-stop shop. I do look forward to seeing you in the next video.